Hi friends, how are you all? I'm fine. I hope you're also fine. Friends, this is Vinod studying 8th standard. I'm from TTWREIS Boys Avantipuram Miryalaguda from Nalgonda district. Friends, before going to our story, first of all, I want to introduce about the story. First, we are going to understand what is the theme of the story. Friends, the theme of this story is social issues. Friends, have we discussed about the social issues? Friends, do you know what's the meaning of the social issues? Yes, friends, social issues are nothing but problems or challenges faced by the people in the society. Friends, our India is a large, vast country and also it's a most populated country. As we observe at this country, we can find so many problems are there. And some of the major problems are child labor, homeless children or orphan children, child marriages, poverty, drug abusing. These are some of the major problems in our society. Friends, we are not going to discuss all these problems, but we are going to discuss a specific problem which is related to our story. Friends, the specific issue is orphan children. Yes, friends. Have a look to this picture. What do you observe in the picture? Yes, we can observe two children who are present in the picture, and one of the child is carrying a garbage on his back. Friends, do you think who are they? Yes, they were the orphan children. But friends, do you know what is the meaning of an orphan? Yes, friends, one whose parents are died. I repeat, one whose parents are died, they are called as orphans. Friends, where do you observe these kind of children in our society? Yes, we can observe them near railway stations, bus stands, in the streets, and also especially we can observe them in the temples also. Friends, do you know what is the reason for becoming these orphan children? Okay, I'll tell you that they became orphan for two reasons. The first reason is they were abandoned by their parents. When a child born, especially a girl child, a girl is a burden for the parents. Here poverty is one of the main reasons, as the poor people did not have sufficient money to facilitate all the things which were required to a girl. If they want to provide education, if they want to get married of their daughter, they need lot of money. But the poor did not have the money to facilitate all the things which were required to a child. That's why they threw them in the garbages on your railway stations or bus stands, etc. Thus, in the consequences, the child will become an orphan. Friends, the second reason is when a child born, their parents were died because of several reasons, and their relatives also did not take the responsibility of that child. In the consequences, the child also became an orphan. Friends, now we are going to discuss the problems and difficulties faced by these children in our society. Friends, homeless children are the deprived children. They beg on the streets for their livelihood or for their food. They did not have their near or dear. They suffer from lack of love and affection from the parents because they lost their parents. They are surrounded by thousands of unknown people. They don't know where they have to go, what to do and what not to do. Friends, they did not getting proper education, proper food and shelter. Bus stands, railway stations and temples, these are the shelter for them. And they feel that they want to study like other children. They want to play like other children. They want to grow up under the care of parents like other children, but they are the unlucky fellows who lost their parents. They are facing lot of difficulties, lack of smile on the face, loneliness, curse themselves. Why all these things happen to them only? They are extremely sad every day. Friends, this is about the homeless children. Now I am going to discuss a proverb. Home is the happiest place in the world. Friends, do you know what's the meaning of this sentence? Yes, home is the happiest place in the world. The meaning of this sentence is, there are so many places are there in our world, but among them, home is the best place. Anyone can be happy at home. The parents take the responsibility of us. We are getting love and affection from our parents, and parents can do whatever we want for us, and we are facilitated by all the required things. That's why everyone can feel happy at home. A man who is living in a palace, he is not only the happiest person. Even though a poor man is living in his hut, that is the happiest place for him in this world. So friend, thus we can say our home is the happiest place in the world. Friends, this is about the proverb. Now I am going to introduce our author of this story. Oh, sorry friends, I forgot to tell the name of this story. The name of this story is Oliver Asks for More. I repeat, Oliver Asks for More. Friends, have a look to the slide. Here we can see the author of our story. And the author of our story was Charles Dickens. He was born in the year 1812 and died in the year 1870. Friends, he is well known as English novelist. Friends, I want to tell a small story about the author. When he was a small boy, his father was imprisoned and put in jail. Thus, Charles left the school. He took the responsibilities of his house. If he want to maintain his family status, he needs some money. That's why he went to shoe factory to work as office boy. While he was working as office boy, he started his writing careers. He wrote some novels, and those were the novels which brought him name all over the world. And the novels are Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, A Tale of Two Cities, David Copperfield, Bleak House, Pickwick Papers, etc. These are the novels written by the Charles Dickens. Friends, this was a story taken from the Oliver Twist. Is an Oliver Twist novel. Oliver Twist is a story which contains almost 9 parts, but it was taken from the second part of this story. Okay friends, here author mainly focuses on social issues and human ailments in hazardous works. Friends, all his writings reflects the problem faced by him when he was working as office boy. He also went to America for lecture tours. He also got literary reputation from the America. Friends, this is about the author. Next we will going to discuss his characteristics. Dickens was a master of high humor. He used satires, puns, wordplay and a curious method of characterizing. Poked fun at his own creation, the satire Dickens lavishes on the upper class in Bleak House is often laughed out loud funny. Friends, this is about the characters of the Charles Dickens writings. Friends, as I told you that our story name is Oliver Asks for More. Now I am going to introduce the characters of the story. The characters of the story are Oliver, a 8 to 10 years old boy; Mr. Bumble, beadle of the church committee. Some of the judges were also present in our story, and one of the judge's name is Mr. Limpkins. Two ladies and a master were also present in our story. I repeat the characters of this story. Oliver is a 8 to 10 years old boy. Mr. Bumble, he is a beadle of the church committee. Some of the judges were also present in our story, and one of the judge's name is Mr. Limpkins. There were two ladies and a master are also present in our story. Friends, this was a story taken from the Oliver Twist, written by the Charles Dickens. And it was a story of an orphan boy named Oliver who was brought to a children's home. But friends, do you know what's the meaning of a children's home? Yes, children's homes are nothing but the orphanages. This was a word used in ancient days. Friends, let's begin our story. When Mr. Bumble walked on with long strides, little Oliver was firmly grasping his gold-laced cuff and trotted beside him. Oliver had not beaten the walls of the workhouse within quarter of an hour. That's why then Mr. Bumble informed him that he has to appear before the live board. Not having a clear idea what a live board was, Oliver was very surprised and shocked by listening this news. He had no time to think about the matter also. Then Mr. Bumble informed him that he has to follow into a large whitewashed room. There, 8 to 10 fat gentlemen were seated round a table, and at the top of the table a man was seated. Is a particularly round and red-faced gentleman. He is a judge of the court, as you see in the slide. Then bow to the board, said Mr. Bumble to the Oliver. He bowed down, like bending his head towards down. He didn't see any kind of board but the table. Then Beadle gave a tap on his back with his cane, which made him cry. Here Oliver is a small boy. He misunderstood that board means nothing but a blackboard or a green board. But the actual meaning of the board is meeting, where some people gather at place and discuss about a matter. I repeat, where some members gather at place and discuss about a matter. That is the actual meaning of the live board. As you can see the example of a live board in the slide. Friends, this is the live board. Next, coming to the story. Then a judge asked to the Oliver question, that is, boy, what's your name? The judge asked. Then Oliver brushed away 2 or 3 tears that were lingering in his eyes. But he didn't reply the answer for the judge's question. Then judge asked another question, that is, boy, you're an orphan, I suppose, said the judge. And Oliver also don't know the meaning of the orphan. He was very confused and he pelted question to the judge. Sir, what's that, sir? Inquired the poor Oliver. Then the judge thought boy was a fool. Yes, boy is a fool, said the another gentleman who is in white waistcoat. Then a judge asked another question, that is, boy, you have got no father or mother. You just brought up by the parish, weren't you? Asked the judge. Then, yes, sir, replied Oliver, weeping bitterly. Then judge said, what are you crying for? What is the reason behind your crying? We can't say you anything, so why are you crying? Asked the gentleman who is in white waistcoat. But Oliver didn't reply it. Then a judge added surely that you have brought here to teach a useful trade. So you will going to pick oakum tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, said the gentleman who is in white waistcoat. Then Oliver bowed to the board and directly by the beadle. Then he rushed into the large ward. There he sobbed himself to sleep on the bed. Poor Oliver, while he was sleeping, everything around him became unconscious. He don't know how can the course of his life will change the decision taken by the members of the board. The members of the board were very wise and philosophical men as well as cruel also. As they turned their attention to the life board, they discovered that it was a regular place of the public entertainment and where all the getting the food, nothing but breakfast, dinner, tea, supper, all the year round and free. But what were they doing? They were just simply sitting and eating the food, playing, no work. That's why the members of the board decided that they have to provide only 2 meals per day and no more except than that. Their intention is that they have to get rid of the children gradually inside of the workhouse or outside of the workhouse. For the first of 6 months, the operation is completely in the system was completely in full operation. The boys were food fed is a large stone hall. A copper bowl is placed at the end of the hall. A master wore the apron. 2 ladies assist him to serve the food. They only provide thin gruel of food for every person and no more except than that. If anybody asks, they will be definitely punished by the members of the board. That's why they face lot of difficulties being in the workhouse. And boys never wanted to wash their plates after completion of eating because they just polish their plates with their spoons only. And also they suck the food which is present between their fingers much carefully. The reason is during that time the food has become very precious for them. That's why they are doing like this. Oliver and his companions faced lot of tortures and slow starvation being in the workhouse for 3 months. Generally, boys have a great appetite. And one of the boy in the workhouse who is tall for his age, he asked to his companions that someone has to go to the master and ask some more food for me. Otherwise, I'll eat the food. Who will sleep beside me? Said the boy. Then a council held between them who will going to face this situation. At last, the situation is felt to Oliver Twist. The evening arrived. The master in his cook's uniform stationed himself at the copper bowl and 2 ladies were assisting him to serve the food. As soon as possible, the whole food was served out and boys were eagerly whispering to each other. Either Oliver was going to ask some more food or not, like this. Then one of the companions winked at Oliver and he nudged him to the master to go and ask some more food. Then Oliver rose from his table by alarming somewhat own courage, and he advanced to the master and asked, "Please, sir, I want some more food." The master was a fat and healthy man. He was very surprised and shocked by listening the words said by the Oliver. Then he asked the question, "Oliver, what do you want?" With a faint voice. He asked with his faint voice. The boys which were present there, they were very frightened. And Oliver said, "Please, sir, I want some more food." Oliver replied. Then master gave a tap on his head with his ladle and he shrieked aloud for the Bumble. Then Mr. Bumble came to this place. He understood the situation. Then he decided that he has to inform this information to the judge, Mr. Limpkins. That's why he rushed into the large whitewashed room. During that time, a solemn meeting was going on. Then Mr. Bumble informed to the judge, "Sir, Oliver has asked some more food," said Mr. Bumble. Then judge said, "Has he asked some more food after completion of eating?" "Yes, sir," replied Mr. Bumble. Then the members of the board took a decision, that is, they have to hang the boy. Yes, we are going to hang the boy, said the another gentleman who is in white waistcoat. Nobody contradicted the gentleman's opinion. Nobody contradicted the gentleman's opinion, and they were the judges of the workhouse. That's why everyone should have to follow the instructions given by the members of the board. At the end of this story, the Oliver has given instant punishment. A bill was passed in the next morning that it was offering a reward of £5 who will take the Oliver Twist by the hands of the parish. Either a man or woman who will want to apprentice for any trade or business or for any calling. Friends, in this story, the Oliver has given punishment. He was separated from the workhouse because of asking some amount of more food to the master. As the judges were very wise and as well cruel also, asking somewhat more food, they thought that that is a crime. Thus, they decided to hang the boy, but they didn't hang the boy at the end of the story. They just pasted a bill in the next morning that it was offering a reward of £5 who will take the Oliver by the hands of the parish. Friends, now we are going to discuss some glossary. First word is beadle, an official of a church. I repeat, beadle, an official of a church. Parish is a noun word and its meaning a church committee. I repeat, a church committee. Surly is an adjective word and its meaning is seriously or angry. I repeat, seriously or angry. Gruel, the meaning of the word is a thin liquid food of oats, rice, etc. I repeat, a thin liquid food of oats, rice, etc. Devoured, ate hungrily or quickly. I repeat, ate hungrily or quickly. Appetite is a verb. Its meaning is the desire to eat, hunger. I repeat, the desire to eat or hunger. Stupefied, its meaning is shocked. I repeat, shocked. Paralyzed, became motionless. And I repeat the meaning, motionless. Paralyzed. Next, ladle, a long-handled spoon used to serve liquids. I repeat, a long-handled spoon used to serve liquids. So friends, this is our story, Oliver asks for more. And lastly, my conclusion is, friends, you have seen that how the Oliver has faced so much difficulties and problems being in the workhouse. He faced so many problems. The members of the board has provided only thin gruel which is not sufficient for him. He faced lot of problems for slow starvation for 3 months. Not only he, his companions also faced lot of problems. Friends, just like this Oliver, there were so many children were present in our society. They are also facing the same situation just like in the story. They are not getting the proper food, proper education, proper shelter also, and they are also facing lot of difficulties. So it's the responsibility of the state and central government to take the responsibility of the children, to give a shelter, to provide free education and food for them. And some of the organizations were also helping these kind of children, and some of the organizations are MVR Foundation, SOS, Save Our Soul, and CRY, Child Rights and You. These are some of the organizations are trying to prevent these kind of problems, are trying to abolish these kinds of problems in our society. And the problems are like child marriages, child labors, poverty, etc. They are trying to prevent these problems in our society. And also friends, we have a toll-free number, that is 1098 is a toll-free number which is a child helpline number which rescues a child from troubles. Friends, whenever you observe a child is in problem, you please try to inform to this toll-free number and they will rescue the children who is in trouble. Friends, it is not only the responsibility of the state and central governments or any other organizations. As a citizen, it is our duty to help these kind of children whenever we observe. Whenever we go to the railway stations or bus stands or temples, we usually find these kind of children who are begging money. So try to at least provide some amount of food for them, or if it is possible, you can also admit them in the orphanages. They will take care about them. So friends, this is my conclusion, and I hope you all understood the story Oliver Asked for More, and my sincere thanks to our beloved Secretary Sir, Ronald Ross Sir, and R.C. Sir, Nalgonda, K.ลัக்ஷ்மய்யா Sir, and our Principal Sir, and all the teaching staff who helped me a lot for providing a golden opportunity, and I once again thankful to all. And this.